Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the all new 2021 Hyundai Elantra. This one is the SEL trim, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. So under the hood there's going to be a 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine connected to an IVT, which basically means CVT, but Hyundai uses IVT. It's the same as CVT and it's actually very similar. But anyways guys, the horsepower numbers are 147, the torque numbers are 132, and the fuel economy numbers are 31 in the city, 41 highway, and 35 combined. So if you guys are curious about the color is called Scarlet Red, and it looks very, very nice on this 2021 Hyundai Elantra. And I love the fact that this red goes really good with the black wheels. Coming to the front, for the headlights are all halogen, except the daytime running lights. So the turn signal indicators and the high and low beams are halogen, but the daytime running lights are LED. And I just love the style of the headlights. Everything just looks very sharp, very aggressive. There is a ton of aggressive lines on the all new 2021 Hyundai Elantra, and I just love the styling of the daytime running lights. Coming in the bottom, you will have a vent, and that vent is actually functional. There is literally so many sharp lines in this all new 2021 Hyundai Elantra. Coming to the grill is finished in flat black, but does look pretty good. Of course, Hyundai badge in the middle, and this badge is actually very big. If you compare it to the older Hyundai Elantra, it's actually much bigger. And I just love the fact that the hood has very aggressive lines on it. There are going to be 2 lines on the side, and then there are going to be 2 lines that are in the middle. In the bottom, they're going to be a very aggressive splitter. It is a body matched, but it looks very, very aggressive. Just love the way how it looks, and just makes the car super aggressive. And as you guys see, there's so many aggressive lines right here in the front. And I honestly love the way how it looks. Looks very, very nice. But let's go ahead and move to the side, and I'll go show you the side view of this all new 2021 Hyundai Elantra. So here is the side view of the Elantra, and as I told you guys, there is a ton of aggressive lines. There's going to be a line that starts from the fender that goes all the way to the back, and then basically it stops in the back door. Then there is another line right there, and it kind of finishes where the tail light is. And the trunk has very aggressive lines. In the bottom, there's going to be another aggressive line right here. There is more line. There is actually a line that starts in the bottom and kind of like gets connected to that line right there. So there is a ton of lines right here on the side. And I love the fact that the window sills are actually finished in flat black, so that's nice. On the mirrors does not have any turn signal indicators, but they do have the blind spot monitoring system. And for the tires are 205 55 16s. They are a little bit on the smaller side. I wish that they were at least 17s for this mid trim. But anyways, I love the finish on them. They're almost glossy, but they're not 100% gloss black. But still, I just love the way how they look. And in the back right there, they're going to be some flat black. I really wish they were gloss black, but that's fine. But for now, let's go ahead and move to the back, because the back of this Elantra is very aggressive, just like the side and the front. So here is the back, and it does look very similar to the Sonata. And actually, if you stand right here on the side, it looks very similar to the Sonata. And I just love the taillights design. Very aggressive. There's a ton of sharp lines basically everywhere, and love the design of the taillights. This middle section actually does not light up like the Sonata. The Sonata lights up, but in the Elantra it does not. Everything is halogen in the back here, so turn signal indicators, the lights, the reverse light. But I just love the fact that there is a ton of aggressive lines. You'll have the backup camera right on top of the Hyundai badge. Here is how to open the trunk. Elantra is written in the almost in the bottom. And there is just a ton of aggressive lines right here in the back. And especially with this red color, those lines pop out more. Not a big fan of the bottom section. I just hate the fact that it's fake, and it looks fake, and it just doesn't look that good. And the exhaust is actually hitting underneath the car. There is no tips or anything like that, just basically an exhaust pipe. But overall, guys, the look of this Elantra actually looks very good. And actually, I forgot to mention this. This piece right here looks like, basically, it just makes it look like a hatchback, just like the Stinger, or just to give it that nice sporty look. It is finished in gloss black, and I'm not a big fan of it, but I feel like it just gives it a really nice look. And I love the fact that the shark fin antenna is actually finished in gloss black, and I really wish that those pieces were finished in gloss black as well. So here is the key for the all-new Elantra. Looks very good. It has a really nice weight to it. There are going to be 5 buttons on it: lock, unlock, remote start, trunk release, and a panic button. And there's going to be a physical key inside of this key. To open the trunk, you could simply click on this button, or you could actually click on the button that I just showed you. Just go ahead and click on it, and the trunk will open up. It opens almost halfway, and then you have to do the rest of the work. But if you guys look at the way how the trunk actually opens, it's so aggressive. There's just so many sharp lines. And this black piece that I was talking about, it actually opens up with the trunk. It's a piece of the trunk, but I'm not exactly sure why Hyundai went with this gloss piece. So let's go ahead and open the trunk. And the trunk is actually massive for an Elantra. I think it's a tiny bit bigger than a Civic, but there's just so much space inside. And you could, of course, pull down the seats. And underneath, there's going to be a spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. So here is the door handle. It does not have a sensor right behind it. So to lock and unlock the car, you have to click on this button. So here is the door panel. And if you guys are curious about the interior color, it's called gray on gray. It looks pretty good on this Elantra. This top portion right here is plastic, which is fine, I think. It feels like it's wrapped in leather, but it's actually plastic. Love the stitching right here, the fake stitching. Here is the tweeter. And this portion right here of the door is actually nice and soft, but it's not wrapped in leather. It's that synthetic rubber material. It looks pretty good, and it's actually very nice and soft. You will have the window switches, door controls, mirror controls. Here is the door handle, and it actually feels nice and solid. This is plastic, which is expected. You will have a good amount of storage place right here in the bottom, and a bottle holder, and here is the speaker. And coming inside, those seats are actually very comfortable, and they have a good amount of support. Love the yellow stitching, and they actually look very, very nice. But anyways, guys, they are actually manual, which is fine. You will have the fuel tank door release, and then you will have the trunk release right there. Alright, so inside this all-new 2021 Hyundai Elantra, the fit and finish is actually very good. There is a good amount of plastic, but still everything just looks very good. The dash right here, this is plastic, which is fine. This top portion right here is plastic, which is fine. But I just love the design, love the continuation of the vents. Of course, this middle portion right here is fake, but everything just looks very high quality and looks very good. For the steering wheel is very similar to the Hyundai Sonata, but I just love the design. I prefer this design over the Sonata, honestly. But anyways, it's not wrapped in leather. It's this synthetic rubber material. It's nice and soft, and it actually feels pretty good in your hand. Anyways, there are going to be some controls right here on the left. Phone controls, volume controls, your phone controls right here in the bottom. This is the voice command. All the way to the right, this button will control the 4.2-inch display, and this Elantra actually has the all the safety features, the braking assist, lane keep assist, all these kind of stuff. And then of course you will have here your steering assist and the cruise controls right here. And all the way behind the steering wheel, they're going to be the turn signal indicators and the headlight controls. And I just love the design of the controls. All the way to the right, you will have the wiper controls, and just everything just looks very high quality. I love the look. I love the fact that even the steering wheel has this sharp line on it. All the way to the left, they're going to be this weird plastic piece. I feel like they're trying to copy the outside. Right behind the door, that plastic piece that I showed you all the way in the back, that just doesn't look that good. Here is the vent. To select the vent, you actually have to move it to the right. Actually, that's how you unlock it, and that's how you lock it. And then down here, you'll have a few buttons: brightness control, link keep assist, traction control. And I just love the tweeter right here on the door. It just looks very high quality. Here are the gauges. And as I told you guys, this screen right there is a 4.2-inch screen. The gauges have a really nice look to them, and they are finished in, they're not finished in red, but they have the red rings around the gauges just to give you that nice sporty look. Here is the screen. It's an 8-inch touchscreen. It looks very good. And of course, it's super responsive. And it does actually have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but they are actually wireless, which is crazy. I honestly did not think that it would have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But for a $22,000 car, I was actually shocked that they offered wireless CarPlay in the Elantra. There are going to be some hard buttons right here. They're not the best looking hard buttons. I really wish they had the silver finish around those buttons, but that's fine. Volume knob, tune knob right there, emergency light button. I love the fact that it blinks. And the location of the engine start stop is in a very good location. And here are the climate controls. Very easy to use, not confusing at all. And it does have dual climate control. You could sync them if you want to, and it does have the auto function. In the bottom, you'll have two USBs, one for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and the other one is only for charging. 12 volt, and a good amount of storage place right there in the bottom. Here is the shifter that will control the IVT transmission in this Hyundai Elantra, and it's basically a CVT, but Hyundai uses IVT. It's basically very similar, but it acts like, or it's almost like a CVT. Right here, there's going to be a button to actually click on, and you could see who's behind you. And there's going to be a drive mode button. They're going to be normal, they're going to be sport, and they're going to be smart. And right here, they're going to be two cup holders, and this is actually removable. If you have a smaller cup, you could just put it right there. I'm not exactly sure if that's an accessory you could add to this Elantra, or this is included with the car. They're going to be a hand brake. There is no electronic e-brake. Most of the competitors, I think they offer electronic e-brake. They're going to be a grab handle right here for the passenger. Design looks pretty good, but I feel like it just makes the middle console a tiny bit smaller, but still the design I feel like is nice. Here is the armrest. It's nice and soft, and inside there's going to be a ton of space actually for a small car. I think the Civic offers a tiny bit smaller place. Everything just feels very high quality. Up top, they're going to be, of course, the rear view mirror, and it's almost frameless. Love the design of it, and it's not too bulky or too big. Up here, they're going to be, of course, some lights. They are halogen, which is expected. Light controls right here, and they're going to be the blue link button right there. And those looks like they are lights, but they're empty. There is nothing in them. I tried to open the door and play with the button, but there is nothing. They're going to be a light in the back. And for the visors actually have a light, and there's going to be a mirror inside the visors. The visors are plasticky. I wish they were a tiny bit softer, but that's fine. I think the Corolla and the Civic, they offer actually softer visors. I just love the fact that there is a mirror and a light in the visors. And here is the glove box. It just drops. It's not dammed, or it doesn't have that soft release to it. So here is the back door panel, and it is plastic, so everything is plastic back here, which I think it's fine, but I think The other competitors offer a tiny bit softer materials in the back, especially for the armrest right here. Here is the window switch. Door handle feels nice and solid. And you will have a speaker in the bottom. This is plastic, which is fine. And then you will have a bottle holder. So here are the back seats. There is a ton of leg room and there is a good amount of headroom. The seats are nice and comfortable. And I love the yellow stitching. But I'm not exactly sure why Hyundai does not offer an armrest with 2 cup holders here in the back. And there is no AC vents or 12 volt or a USB. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. I would like to thank Moody here at Key Hyundai in Milford. They have a ton of cars here. If you guys are interested and if you guys are around, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put their information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.